Hola Buenas. Hello and welcome to this week's video where we will be looking at the cost of living in Spain. Whether you're looking for sun, culture, or just a new adventure, it's important to understand the cost of living here before making the leap. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know, from housing and taxes to groceries and gym memberships, so you can plan your budget wisely and avoid any costly surprises. Choosing your location. The cost of living in Spain can vary dramatically depending on where you decide to settle. Major cities like Madrid, Barcelona, and San Sebastian top the list as the most expensive places to live. On the other hand, cities like Valencia, Sevilla, and Malaga offer a more affordable lifestyle. But don't be fooled, this is on the rise, so you're going to want to get yourself on the property ladder before it's too late, he says while sitting in a rented accommodation. If you're really looking to save, consider smaller towns or rural areas where prices drop significantly. There is a big negative about doing this though. The technical term is living in the arse end of nowhere, but also job opportunities. Everyone needs to work. As a result, you will probably need to get a car, which of course is another massive expense. Remember, your location will impact everything from housing and utilities to the cost of groceries and transportation. Understanding regional tax differences. Did you know that your tax rate in Spain can change depending on which autonomous region you live in? That's right, each region has its own tax laws, so it's important to factor this into your budget. For example, Madrid is known for having low taxes compared to Catalonia, for example. But no matter where you live, remember that April is tax declaration month. Miss it and you could face hefty fines down the road. Trust me, I speak from experience. I'm a seasoned veteran when it comes to this. The impact of weather on your bills. Spain is a country of diverse climates, and this can have a big impact on your cost of living. In the north regions, you might not need air conditioning in the summer, but you'll definitely want heating in the winter. Conversely, on the southern and eastern coasts, you might save on heating, but spend more on cooling during the hotter months. Plan your budget accordingly based on where you plan to live. Housing, renting versus buying. One of the biggest decisions you'll make is where to rent or buy your home. Renting alone is more expensive, but sharing with roommates can significantly cut the cost. If you're planning to buy, be prepared for a lengthy process and always go through a reputable real estate agent or get to know the landlord first. Visit the property and then get down to business. Idealista is a great place to start for long-term rentals, and if you're buying, consider agencies like Red Piso. But be aware, estate agents often charge 1 month rent just for uploading pictures online. It's frustrating but commonplace here in Spain. Do I agree with it? Definitely not. I've always avoided the estate agents as I feel they aren't actually adding any value at all and tend to go for the owners directly. Effectively, they act as the gatekeeper between you and the person who actually owns the property. Skipping out the middleman makes things a lot more affordable, but of course this also has its own risks. Utility costs varying widely. Utilities in Spain can be a bit of a wild card. Your water, gas, and electricity bills can vary significantly even within the same city. Local tariffs, municipal taxes, and infrastructure costs all play a role. It's a good idea to ask around and do your research before committing to a particular area. Grocery shopping, where to get the best deals. Grocery prices in Spain have been on the rise lately, but you can still find good deals depending on where you shop. Supermarkets like Mercadona, Dia, Alcampo, and Carrefour offer a range of prices, which are comparable to British stores like Tesco or Sainsbury's. For a more upscale experience, Supercore, owned by El Corte Inglés, is like the Spanish version of M&S or Waitrose. So whether you're on a budget or looking for a premium product, Spain's got you covered. Transport, affordable and efficient. Transport in Spain is generally very affordable, especially in major cities. In Madrid, for example, those under 26 can get a monthly pass for 20 euros, whilst those 26 and older pay 54 euros 60. Even a single trip can be as low as 61 cents within Zone A, but you have to pay for 10 trips each time, making it 6 euros 10. This is a fraction of what you'd pay in cities like London, making it easier to get around without breaking the bank. Internet and connectivity. Internet in Spain is quite comparable to the UK in terms of cost, but I've found it to be faster and more reliable here. Just make sure to shop around for the best deals, and you'll be well connected. My personal recommendation would be to use Lowy, gym memberships and banking hassles. If you're like me and can't live without the gym, you'll be happy to know that gym prices in Spain are similar to those in the UK, with good facilities all around. However, there's a catch. Many gyms and banks practice IBAN discrimination. This means they might refuse your EU bank card if it's not in Spanish. So to avoid the hassles, make sure to open a Spanish bank account with a Spanish IBAN. If you have a bank card that is in the EU, by law, all establishments should accept it, but they don't. You'll often find that banks in Spain require you to use a Spanish IBAN. Any other country won't work, and if you try to tell them they must accept it because they have to accept it, they will simply just ignore you and move on. Just make sure you open a Spanish bank account with a Spanish IBAN. Further to this point, just because your bank has a Spanish IBAN, such as Revolut, the government does not allow you to pay your taxes with that card. I'm speaking from experience here and been on the phone trying to explain that my IBAN is ES, and they have told me that they do not accept that bank as payment for taxes. I am literally like the meme asking them to take my money and they won't do it. So the government will only accept certain banks. If you go through the list of banks they accept, they are no more than 2.5 stars out of 5 rating on Trustpilot. It is frustrating, but you literally have to have a terrible banking experience in order to pay your taxes here. The bureaucracy. Prepare for the red tape. Spain is a beautiful country with amazing people and so many positives and good things, but its bureaucracy is infamously bad. Whether you're applying for residency, translating documents, or just trying to navigate the legal system, be prepared for a lot of red tape. Legal and administrative fees are also something you will deal with. It might even be worth hiring legal advice to help you through the process. Or failing that, feel free to send me a comment and I'll see what I can do. As I say, I'm not a lawyer. I've just put up with this rubbish for half a decade and kind of get the point by now. You're probably not going to get what you want first time round. Sometimes you have to rebook a few times until it finally works. That's just the system here, apparently. Do you still want to move to Spain? Good, because it's a wonderful country to be in. But just be prepared that it's not all sunshine and rainbows here. More like scorching sun and red tape. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this week's video. I hope you learned a thing or two. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.